The 3rd of July. It's me again, Margaret. Uh, so today, having a day. First off, I want to show you my friend here. Oh, it's not allowing me to. Hold on, come on. Ugh. Okay, I can't show you my friend unless I do this. Here's my friend. Butters, come here. Come here, buddies. This is my friend. He is almost always on the bed with me. He loves wet hair. So, yeah, he's my friend. He doesn't really meow so much as he groans and grunts and stuff. So, today started out, it was payday, and I got up early, and the first thing I see is my middle kid. We're gonna go get my hamster today? And I was like, oh, well, I was just planning on going to the library and dropping some mail off at the post office. And she's like, but we're supposed to go get my hamster today. And I said, well, the repair guy from Mr. Appliance is supposed to come today to look at our dryer. Well, as I got to thinking about it, I was like, fine, it's 11:45 and it was like 10 a.m. And I said, okay, we'll go do all this. Got my oldest kid up and said, hey, you want to come to the pet store with us? And she's like, yeah. We got to the pet store and we got the cutest damn hamster. At first, we looked at all the other hamsters first because we didn't think that there was a fancy hamster in the cage. I got bit. I mean, I thought that the hamster, I found one that I thought was cute, and I laid my hand out like this on the ground so that they could see it, and he come over and he started nibbling at my nails, and I was like, okay, no big deal, because, like, all of our hamsters nibble on my nails. And then he come up and I felt his teeth on my fingers, and I was like, well, that's nothing new, they do that. And then he bit me. I was done with that hamster. I was like, we ain't getting that one. He's a sneaker. It's one thing if you come across a hamster and the hamster's automatically jumpy and acts all crazy and stuff that, you're like, maybe he'll bite, maybe he's just freaked out. No, this one fucking broke my skin. So I was like, not that one. But the one we got, oh my God, he's awesome. He was up and running around in his ball earlier today. And I mean, he is just like so fast. And he's so fluffy. Izzy called him Bob. So, we get home, and the repairman's here. And he tells us the motor is out on our dryer. Now, I mean, it's not completely out. Like, the thing gets really hot, and it just turns itself off, and then it'll turn itself back on whenever it gets cooled off a little bit. Well, with 5 people, we need that. So, like last week, I think it was last week, or it was Monday. I get stuff confused. Anyway, I had text chatted with Maytag.com, and they said, well, there's one company that will not void your warranty in Arkansas, and it's Appliance Care of Arkansas. So I was like, okay. So I called them, and they said, oh, we don't service your area. So I said, well, I guess I'm going to have to call somebody else. So I called Mr. Appliance, and they charged me $99 to come out, and if they don't, and they're like, if we end up doing a repair, then that 99 goes towards the repair. No big deal. So he tells us it's the motor. It's a problem with the motor. And it'll be like $330 to fix it. But it should be covered in your warranty. But but Mr. Appliance doesn't handle Maytag warranties. So so I called Maytag. And she came up with like a bunch of different people to call, and that serviced my area, that they approved for doing warranty work. And then she says to me that, okay, well, this one in Malvern, and see, I live right outside of Little Rock, and Malvern's a pretty good jump away from here, and probably about 30-45 minutes from my house. And she says, well, they'll charge you $125 to diagnose it, and then they'll order the part, and then they'll come back and they'll charge you another 125 plus labor for the repair. And I'm sitting there, and I said, just to make sure I had it right, I said, so they'll want $250 from me. And she said, yeah. And I was like, she goes, but the part won't cost you anything. And I'm sorry. But to me, warranty says they take care of all that. You know, if it's under warranty, I should not have to pay the service call. I should not have to pay for labor. So I was like, okay, I'm calling Mr. Appliance back and I'm going to have them do the work, because as it stands, I only got to come up with like $230 instead of $250 plus whatever else they might charge for labor. You know, I'm like, how is that even a warranty? Apparently the part is not that expensive. Or something. I don't know, but I was pretty steamed about that, because I was like, you know, and if the person I text chatted with would have given me more options, then I could have saved like $100, because I could have paid the 250 or something like that instead of having to pay three something, you know. And it's like, Jesus Christ, what happened to customer care? I still haven't gotten an email from Samsung either, so I'm a little pissed about that I talked to them yesterday and they're still not sending it out. And I'm really missing my phone, because see, with my phone, when I've got it on video, there's a little button that I can switch it to where it'll automatically turn around so I can show you my awesome cats that I have. So I have lots of them. I've actually got two in the room right now. I got Butters and Lexi, and those two we got together because they were, we had December 12th, 2015, our cat Fergus got hit by a car, and we had to bury him. And I had some money. The next day, I got online and I found an ad for two ragdoll kitties, $250 a piece. These are not ragdolls, by the way. I think they're mutts. I got scammed, but I paid $500 for two cats. Not to replace Fergus, because trust me, no cat could replace Fergus. Fergus was awesome. But these two were basically, how you cannot be sad. You can't be completely overwrought when you've got kittens or puppies. They just they they don't take away the pain. They just kind of distract you from it. So we still love Fergus, but we got the cats. So now, uh, Butters is more like a purebred than Lexi. We got him home 10 minutes later. He was having the time of his life. He was just a little popcorn fart kitten, and his original name was Snow, but we thought since he was a popcorn fart, he'd be Butters. So he's quite a bit like a Siamese. He does talk to you, but he doesn't talk to you in the way that a Siamese cat does. Like he does not really meow. It's very rare that we'll hear him run through here with a wow. It's very rare to hear him meow. Most of the time you get you know, just or and when he sleeps, he coos like a pigeon. Now Lexi was supposed to be a kitten, and she was just a tiny bit bigger than Butters. But upon getting her home, we realized she wasn't a kitten, because it took her a long time to acclimate. A really long time, like a week into her stay, she still was like hissing at us and not really coming out. And now, you know, she's just a scaredy cat, but she's kind of like a a lynx point is what she looks like. But I mean, I don't think that these cats are far removed from being from being a breed cat, but they are not rag dolls. And I knew that when I got them. My husband didn't, but I knew when I saw them that these aren't rag dolls. But I didn't care. I was in love. And I said, I'll take them, you know. Um, Butters is a problem child. Um, Butters will swat at you when you walk past him. He's really, especially if he's looking outside and he sees another cat, he's going to cut you open if you walk past him. So a lot of times we have to like throw things at him to get him away from the door. Um, he also really likes to pee on things. Now, he only goes after towels and clothes that are left on the floor and plastic. Like if there's a plastic bag on the floor, Butters will pee on it. And as bad as he is my favorite. Lexi's a real love bug, but she is the only cat that I'm allergic to. Um, we've also got Tuffy, who I call Big Silky, because he's got like a Snoop Dogg chill vibe to him, and he is like ultra soft. Like he's softer than a freaking rabbit, and he is chill. He is the first cat to walk up to anybody that comes in the house. Anybody that comes over, Tuffy will come to them. He's always comfortable. Um, he's just cool as shit. Pumpkin is kind of a he's like he is a mutt, but I think he's really closely related to a Siberian forest cat. He's got like 3 layers of fur. He is so fluffy, and he doesn't meow. Like he doesn't meow. He chirps, and he's got like different trills and stuff that he does. If he does meow, it's more like a bark. Like you'll see, you'll hear breath escape, and you'll see his mouth open, but he doesn't really meow. Um, Precious, Precious is the cutest. She's a teeny little thing, but she's just really cute. And the really cool thing about her is that I can whistle for her, and she'll come, and she'll be meowing, and she'll want me to pet her if I whistle. Now you can't just whistle. No, you have to whistle a tune or play on an electronic keyboard. But she's there. Like when I whistle Trailers for Sale or Rent, she's in here before I finish the song. Uh, she's awesome. She's the only cat we've got that plays with. She's got like this little felt mouse, and we call it Mousy. And she'll grab Mousy, and she'll walk around going meow, 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 just walking around with her little fluffy tail, and she'll bring us Mousy. I am constantly finding Mousy in my bed. Like I'll roll over and I was like, oh man, Mousy's underneath me, or Mousy will be stuck in our headboard, between the mattress and the headboard, or between the mattress and the footboard. Um, she's really, she's always, she's always bringing us Mousy like that. Um, she's inbred. Like she's got a daddy uncle. But that's our 5, and then we got Dante outside. He's feral as hell, and kind of, but okay. Uh, but that's we got a whole house full of them, and they all have their own interesting things. Like Lexi is totally into Tuffy. Well, it is not uncommon to see Lexi and Tuffy laying together, and Lexi is like they'll both be grooming each other simultaneously. But sometimes Lexi attacks Tuffy, and when Lexi goes after Tuffy, like when she really goes after him and won't leave him alone, Precious chases Lexi, because there's a hierarchy with cats, and in our house, the queen rules them all. Well, Lexi was the queen for a long time. Now, Precious is the queen. Um, so when Precious decides to just walk up on Butters and bat him in the head, if Precious sees it, Precious goes after Lexi. Um, Precious doesn't like Lexi to go after any of the cats. But Precious doesn't play with any of them but Pumpkin. Pumpkin and Precious play together. None of the other cats will play with Pumpkin. Now, Tuffy and Butters will run back and forth through the house, and they both weigh like 15 pounds or 15, 17 pounds. So, I mean, it's like a herd running through the house. So, Butters and Tuffy will play. But Butters has absolutely, positively no love for Pumpkin. Like, Butters hates Pumpkin. Um, Lexi and Precious have kind of a love-hate thing. If Precious is in heat, she will let Lexi love on her. And that's the only time you will see them laying together is when Precious is in heat. And that's Lexi. Miss Lexi only weighs like 8 pounds if she weighs that much. Um, she's a tiny. But she's a lover. Huh? Meow. Huh? What? Meow. This is gonna make my eyes itch. Meow. See, she'll do this when I whistle too. She's like, I'm right here. I don't know if she was. Sometimes she's a little rude. She will grab my head with her claws. But I am her favorite person, believe it or not. I mean, she's not really all that mean. Um, but I gave Pumpkin a bath the other day and shaved him some, and you'd think he would hate me, but apparently he wants my love. He's outside of my door right now, I think. Let's try this again. Yes, she got just a sweet little voice. I love my cats. The dog out back, he's cute as all get out. I mean, he really is, but I don't like him. I mean, I like him, but I don't like to smell him. He's cool. Like, I'll watch him with the glass in the way. So that's my day. My day has been just kind of, I'm not looking forward to tomorrow. I mean, it's like really loud out here because there's like tons of, we're not in the city, so they can have fireworks, and it's crazy how all these people out here, they don't have money for food, but yet they're blowing off these big freaking fireworks. They're scaring the shit out of Anakin, and Anakin's such a big dog. We can't bring him in, and he stinks to high heaven. And plus, it would really freak out the cats. But he is scared to death of the fireworks. And there's really nothing we can do since we don't live in the city. You know, if you live in the city, you can't burn the fireworks. But out here, it's not against the law. So these people are like I think a friend of ours who lives out here spent like $1,000 on fireworks. And I'm like, I don't want to spend that. We'd never spend more than like $40 when we do, but we're not even spending that this year. It's like, nope, I'm not buying fireworks because we don't have the money for it this year. And that's okay. Because, I mean, really, the at-home ones, sometimes it's, like, I think the past few years we've had at least one malfunction and somebody gets hurt. You know, not real bad, but it could have been bad. So that's, I don't have any faith in that. I don't want to get injured. And plus, I mean, I mean, you've seen one firework, you've seen them all. I mean, they're all basically the same. So, have a good night. Have a happy 4th.